Hi guys, my name's Yvonne Metz. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. In this video today, I will be showing you how to make this gorgeous hat designed by Diana. It's another great hat. It's called the Bella Rose hat. It is a messy bun hat. There's the opening right here, and you can make it as wide as you want. Or if you pull the little ties here in the back for thinner hair, you can do that also. Or if you wanted a closed hat, you go ahead and pull it all the way. And it's got these cute little tassels. So let's go ahead and get started and get our materials. All right, so the materials I'll be using today are Loops and Threads Impeccable Yarn. It is a number 4 worsted weight yarn. And this color is gold. It almost looks like a mustard, but it's gold. We're going to be using, or I will, it's a size I 5.5 millimeter hook. I do crochet tight, so that's why I usually go up a hook size. You're going to need a tapestry needle for weaving in your ends. You're going to want a stitch marker, a pair of scissors, and it's optional, but you can use a tape measure too, okay? So let's go ahead and get hooking. All right, so let's get started. We're going to first start with the slip knot. Put that on the hook, and remember, you don't want this super tight. And we're going to go ahead, this one, I always call this the working chain. It will never count as a stitch. So let's go ahead and we're going to yarn over and draw the loop through the working loop that was on your hook. So that's your first chain. Yarn over, that's 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over, that's 4, and we're going to keep doing this till we have 54 chains. All right, so that's just a yarn over, go through the loop. So I will meet you back here when I've got my 54. All right, so I have my 54 chains done. So now what you're going to do is you're going to join to form a loop and just make sure that it's not twisted. Go ahead and slip stitch in the first chain, like so, and then we're going to chain. I went ahead and chained 2. It says to chain 3, but you can get away with chaining 2. And this will not count as a stitch, and we are going to do a double crochet in each slip stitch all the way around. So we're going to have a total of 54 double crochets all the way around. So in that same chain that we did the join, we're going to go ahead, yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, bring up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's your first double crochet. Yarn over, go into the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's your second double crochet. So this is all we're going to be doing, is a double crochet into each chain across. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, do a few more here. Go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. All right, so just keep doing a double crochet into each chain around, and I will meet you here at the end. All right, guys, so I finished my last double crochet, and I forgot to mention in the chain 3 space, or chain 2 like I did, we want to go ahead and put our stitch marker here in that chain, because we are going to be working into this one at the end of round 2. All right, so let's go ahead and join to the first double crochet, just like this, and we are going to chain 4. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's go ahead, and it says do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So let's go ahead, yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. One more, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we are going to chain 2, skip 2 double crochets, and then do a single crochet in the next stitch. So 1, 2, insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2. We will be chaining 2, and we are going to skip the next 2 double crochets, and in the third double crochet we will be working 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, all in the same stitch. Okay, so let's go ahead. 1, 2, third. Of course, we yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now chain 2, and we'll be doing 2 more double crochets. Okay. Now this is the start of the repeat pattern. Okay, so now from this point we will be chaining 2, skip the next 2 double crochets, single crochet in the third, chain 2, skip 2 double crochets again, and then we're going to do the repeat, which is 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and then chain 2, and then 2 double crochets all in the same stitch, chain 2, skip 2 double crochets, single crochet in the next, and then chain 2. And then we will be doing the repeat all the way around, and I will meet you at the very end to show you how we work into the joining stitch. Okay, all right, so I finished my last repeat, which is ended in a single crochet and a chain 2. So now we're going to do 2 double crochets into that marked stitch right here. If you did a chain 3, that's fine. I did a chain 2, so we're going to add 2 double crochets in there to finish off round 2. So that's 1 and 2, and then we're going to chain 1, and then it says to join to the top of the third chain from your chain 4. So let's see, that's 1, 2, this is my third chain right here, so I'm going to do a slip stitch, and I go under both. See how it's got the like 2 little loops? I go under both of them just to make it a little more sturdy. So just do a slip stitch like that, and now we're going to start not chain, but we're going to chain 3 to start our round 3. All right, so let's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to start with the puff stitch in the same stitch right here. So let's do that. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, draw up the loop to the same height as what's on your hook right here, yarn over, insert your hook again, pull it up. So that's 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook again. You're going to have 7 loops on your hook. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yarn over, go through all 7, and chain 1 to close. This will not count as a stitch. And then it says to go ahead and do a chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, like so. And then it says to do a front post double crochet in the next double crochet. So that's yarn over, insert your hook around the, go through the back up to the front, yarn over. We're working in the front of this post, just like this. Okay, and then next what we're going to do is right here where you have the chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, we will be skipping all of these stitches right here, and then we're going to front post double crochet in the next double crochet. All right, so just like this, we're working in the front of this post here. And then we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, and then chain 2. And in the next chain 2 space here, we will be working a double crochet and a puff stitch. Okay, so double crochet and then the puff stitch. Yarn over, drop the loop, bring it up to the height of this double crochet here, yarn over one more time, 7 loops on your hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, yarn over, draw through all 7, yarn over, chain 1 to close. And then we're going to go ahead and do another chain 2. We will double crochet in the next double crochet, and then we will front post, double crochet in the next double crochet. All right, and again we are going to be skipping the chain 2 single crochet and the chain 2 here, and we're going to front post in the next double crochet, yarn over, double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, and then we're going to start the repeat, which is double crochet and then the puff stitch in the next chain 2 space. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. That's your first double crochet, and then we're going to do the puff stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, draw up the loop, yarn over, draw up a loop, that's 5, yarn over, and that's 7 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yarn over, go through all 7 loops, chain 1 to close. All right, so we just did double crochet, puff stitch, so now let's chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, and front post in the next double crochet, just like this. And then go ahead and skip the chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and we will be doing a front post around the next double crochet, and then a double crochet in the next double crochet, and then chain 2. So we will repeat that again. So I'll do one more repeat with you. So go ahead and let's do the double crochet and the puff stitch in here in the next chain 2 space. Yarn over, pull up the loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook. Now we got 5, yarn over, and now there's 7. Go through all 7, chain 1 to close, chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, double crochet, or actually front post double crochet in the next double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip this section here, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and skip that, and then front post double crochet in the next double crochet, yarn over, double crochet in the next double crochet, and chain 2. All right, so just continue on with that repeat, and then we're going to join to the top of the starting puff stitch with the slip stitch. So I will meet you around so we can join it together, okay? All right, so I finished my last round, which ended with the chain 2, and we're going to join to the top of the puff stitch. So let's go ahead and join with the slip stitch, and then chain 1. Now starting round 4, we will be doing a single crochet in the same stitch. Let's chain 2, and then we're going to be working in between this front post and this front post. So we're going to be working in between this stitch. So what we're going to do there is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. So insert your hook in between, just like this. And here's our first double crochet. Here's the second, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets. And I think this is a fairly easy round, as now we're going to start the repeat after we chain 2. Okay, so the repeat is single crochet into the next puff stitch, chain 2, and then in between the 2 front post double crochets here, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets. And then chain 2. And now we repeat again. So I'll do one more repeat with you. Single crochet in the puff stitch, chain 2, and then in between the front post stitches here, we will be doing 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets, and a chain 2. And that is our repeat. So let's do that all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. All right, so I finished my last repeat, and now we're going to go ahead and join to the first single crochet. Join that with a slip stitch. So now we are working round 5, and let's go ahead and chain 2, and we're going to go ahead and mark this stitch. Okay. Now what it says to do is a front post double crochet in the next double crochet. So go ahead, yarn over, front post double crochet, and then double crochet in the next double crochet. This is almost like a repeat of round 3, just a little bit different. Okay, so now it says to go ahead and we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do a double crochet and a puff stitch inside this chain 2 space here. So let's go ahead and do the double crochet, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, draw up the loop, pull that up a little bit, yarn over, do this 2 more times, that's 1, and that's 2, yarn over, go through all 7, chain 1 to close. Now let's go ahead and chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, and then front post around the next double crochet. Okay, and now we're going to start repeating the pattern. So this pattern for row 5 is we're going to be skipping in between here. So we're going to front post around the next double crochet, which is right here, skipping all these stitches here. Go straight into there, front post, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, working into this chain 2 space here, we are going to do a double crochet and a puff stitch. Yarn over, insert hook, draw up the loop 2 more times. That's 1, and that's 2. Yarn over, go through all 7 loops on your hook, chain 1 to close, chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, yarn over, and then front post double crochet around your next double crochet. Okay, so go ahead and we'll do that little repeat, and I will meet you back here and show you what to do next. All right, so I just finished the last stitch of round 5. Now we're going to join to the first stitch, which was a front post double crochet. So join with a slip stitch. So now we're going to start round 6, and we're going to leave our stitch marker here, and we're going to chain 3. Okay, and then between this chain 2 from the previous and your front post double crochet, we are going to put 2 double crochets. So here's 1, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and that's 2. And then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to single crochet in the next puff stitch, and then we're going to chain 2. Now this is going to start the repeat. Okay, so in between the front post double crochets right here, in between these 2 stitches, you're going to put 2 double crochets, 1, 2, we're going to chain 2, and another 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, we're going to single crochet in the next puff, and then we're going to chain 2. And now we're going to repeat what we just did. Okay, I'll do one more repeat with you. Yarn over, in between the 2 front post double crochets, insert your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet in the same space. Yarn over, go, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and then chain 2. And then we're going to go ahead and then single crochet in the next puff, chain 2. All right, now we're just going to repeat that until we get to the end, and I will show you how to join. All right, so I finished the last repeat, which was a single crochet in the last puff stitch with a chain 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 double crochets between the front post double crochet here and then right here where the stitch marker is. So in between, not in there, but just right here in between. We're going to put 2 more double crochets. All right, and then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to join to our second chain on our 3 starting chains. So 1, 2, and I like to go through both loops. You can go through the back one if you'd like. I just like to do it this way. Oop, let's see if I can do this. And just like that. Okay, and then you can take your stitch marker out now. So this basically what it did is just finished one of these repeats right here, okay? And I know it kind of looks strange because you have this extra bar right here in the middle, but it's not going to matter. Okay, and you'll see in a minute that it won't matter. So go ahead and take your stitch marker out. Now for rounds 7 through 11, it's just going to be a repeat of 3 through 6, and then we're going to repeat round 3 again. I will do each one with you so you don't have to rewind the video. So let's go ahead, and we're going to start with a chain 3. And this one will count as a double crochet, okay? I forgot to mention that in the previous round 3 that we did. And then we're going to go ahead now and we're going to do a puff stitch. So let's go ahead, pull that, 1 and 2 and 3, and that should be 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yarn over, go through all the loops, chain 1 to close, and then chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, and then front post double crochet in the next double crochet. Okay, and then again we're going to be skipping this section here, which is your chain 1, single crochet, chain 2, and then we'll be doing a front post double crochet in the next double crochet, and then a double crochet in the next, and then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do a double crochet, a puff stitch, all in the same stitch, 2, okay, and this is going to start your repeat, okay, and then we're going to go ahead and chain 2, and then double crochet in the next double crochet, and then front post double crochet in the next front post double crochet. And then you're going to skip those stitches again, front post, double crochet, and then double crochet in the next, and then chain 2. Alright, so that's all we're going to do. So I will do one more repeat with you, and then you're going to go ahead and just repeat that all the way around until we get to the end. So let's see, double crochet into the next chain 2 space here, and then puff stitch, yarn over, that's 2, yarn over, drop the loop like that, go through all 7, chain 1 to close, chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, front post in the next double crochet, skip these stitches here, do a front post in the next double crochet, front post double crochet, and then a double crochet in the next double crochet, and then we will chain 2, and we'll repeat what we just did all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of round 7. Alright, so I finished my last repeat, which it ends in a chain 2, and we're going to go ahead and slip stitch to the first puff stitch to join the round. Now we are doing round 8, which is a repeat of round 4. So let's go ahead and chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, and then in between these next 2 front post double crochets, in between the stitches, we are going to do 2 double crochets. There's 1, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and then chain 2, and then another 2 double crochets. That's 1, and then 1 more, and then we will chain 2. Now here is going to start your repeat. You will single crochet in the next puff stitch, chain 2, and then in between the next 2 front post double crochets you will be working 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and 2 double crochets. So let's go ahead and start with the double crochets. That's 1, that's 2, now chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets. and then chain 2. All right, so we're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you at the very end. All right, so I finished my last repeat, and I went ahead and it ends with a chain 2. Now we're going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet to finish round 8. Now starting round 9 is going to be a repeat of round 5. So go ahead and chain 2. We're going to mark this stitch. And then this is our repeat. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a front post double crochet in this double crochet here. So just like this, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We're going to double crochet in the next double crochet. And then we're going to chain 2. And in the chain 2 space here, we are going to do a double crochet and a puff stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, draw up a loop, pull it up, whoop, yarn over, draw up a loop like that. One more time, yarn over, insert hook, draw up a loop. You should have 7 on your hook. Go through all 7, chain 1 to close, and then chain 2. And then we're going to do a double crochet in this double crochet right here, right next to it. And then we will be working a front post double crochet around the last double crochet. Okay, so that is the repeat. I will do one more repeat. We're skipping over these stitches here, and we're going to be doing a front post double crochet around the next double crochet, and then a double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, and we will be working a not a front, but a double crochet and a puff stitch inside this chain 2 space here, double crochet, and the puff stitch. Just like that. Chain 1 to close, chain 2, double crochet in your next double crochet, and then front post double crochet in your next double crochet. Now go ahead and you will do that repeat all the way around, and I will meet you here at the end. All right, I finished my last repeat of row 9, and we're going to join to the front post double crochet like that, leaving your stitch marker there. And let's go ahead, and round 10 we're going to start with a chain 3, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And then in between this chain 2 from the previous and the front post double crochet, we're going to put 2 double crochets right in there, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and let's go ahead and chain 2 next, and then we're going to single crochet in the next puff stitch, and then chain 2, and this is going to start our repeat. So I will do this repeat with you. In between the front post, 2 front posts, we're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. We're going to chain 2 and then do another 2 double crochets. And then chain 2, and then we will single crochet in the next puff stitch, and then chain 2. All right, so let's just repeat that. I'll do it one more time with you. So we're going to repeat right here in between the two front post double crochets, yarn over, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets. So that's 1, and that's 2. We're going to chain 2, single crochet in the next puff stitch, and then chain 2. And then we're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end. Okay, so I finished my last repeat. Now before we join, we're going to do 2 double crochets in between this front post double crochet here and then this marked stitch here, which is our chain 2 from the previous row. So go ahead and insert your hook between those 2 stitches, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's your first double crochet, and let's do our next. And then chain 1, and then we're going to join into the second chain of our starting chain 3. Okay, so now we can take this out. We are on round 11, which is a repeat of round 3. So let's go ahead, and it says to chain 3, and then we are going to puff stitch in the same stitch, which is right here. 1, and then 2, 3, yarn over, go through all 7 loops that are on your hook, chain 1 to close, and then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet here, and then double crochet, front post double crochet in the next double crochet. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip these chain 2, single crochet, and chain 2, and we're going to work a front post double crochet in the next double crochet, yarn over, and then double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, and then in the chain 2 space here we are going to do a double crochet and then a puff. 1, 2, and 3, and that'll give us 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, draw through all 7 loops, chain 1 to close, chain 2. Now this is going to start our repeat for the round. We're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, and then do a front post double crochet. Go ahead and skip these stitches here, and then do a front post in the next double crochet, yarn over, do a double crochet in the next double crochet, and then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to start the repeat again. Alright, so the repeat again, I'll put it on the screen. It's going to be the double crochet and then puff stitch, and then work that all the way around. Just do the repeat, okay? Alright, so I just finished my last repeat, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to join to the first puff stitch. And now we are on round 12, and we're going to go ahead and chain 1, single crochet in that puff stitch there, chain 2, and then working in between these two front post double crochets, we are going to do 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets, and then chain 1, and then this is the repeat. We're going to single crochet in the next puff stitch, chain 2, and then in between the 2 front post double crochets, right in between there, we are going to do another 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets. And then we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to repeat again all the way around. And I will have the repeat on the screen. And I will meet you here at the end. Alright, so I finished my last repeat, which ends in a chain 1. And we're going to go ahead and join to the first single crochet. Just like that. And now we are working on our brim. Now we have a couple choices. You can either single crochet all the way around, or you can do a half double crochet or a double crochet. Our brim is going to be a front post and a back post half double crochet, and I will be honest that it is really hard to get your stitches around a single crochet, but I'm going to show you with the single crochet brim. But you can, like I said, you can choose to do the half double crochet or a double crochet. It's all entirely up to you. Alright, so I'm going to do now chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet or whatever stitch you're doing in the same stitch right there, and then you have a chain 2 space here. We are going to just do 1 single crochet, okay, and that goes for every stitch all the way around. You're just going to add 1 single crochet all the way around, regardless of if you have a chain 1 space here or if it's a chain 2. Just put 1 single crochet or whatever stitch you choose all the way around, just like this. Okay, and I will meet you all the way here. Okay, I just finished my last single crochet and I got a count of 72. If you have a different count, just make sure it's an even number. Alright, so let's go ahead. We are on round 2. And actually this is going to be a repeat. And this is going to be the however long you want your brim to be. So rounds 2 through 5 is going to be a chain 1. And then we're going to front post half double crochet in the next stitch, or in that single crochet right there. So yarn over, put your hook around the front to the back, back to the front of the single crochet, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through all 3. Okay, that's your first front post half double crochet. Now we're going to do the back post half double crochet, which we go to the back, to the front, and back again, yarn over, like that, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, just like that. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, so the next one is a front post half double crochet. So insert hook there and around that single crochet, yarn over, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 3. Back post half double crochet, go to from the back of your work, just like this. Bring it back, yarn over, go through all 3. All right, and we're just going to be doing this back and forth. Front post, half double crochet, and then a back post, half double crochet. Okay, so just do that all the way around and I will meet you here. All right, so I finished my last back post half double crochet. We're going to join to the first stitch of that round. So now this is going to be round 3 of the brim, and all we're going to be doing is a front post half double crochet into the front post half double crochets, and then a back post half double crochet into the back post double crochets. I mean back post half double crochets. So we're just going to repeat this all the way around, just like that. So what I like to do, I like mine to measure 2 inches. So I will come back. I might have 5 rounds. I doubt it since I crochet really tight. So however you like your brim to be, whatever stitch you used, just use that as a guide. So I will meet you back here when I am done with my rounds. All right, guys, so I finished my last row and I've already joined. I did a total of 7, and as you can see right here, it measures about 2 inches. Or let's see, we'll do this way. It's a little over 2 inches, which is perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to finish this off. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and weave in the ends. And you want to do this before we start the closure of the tie that goes up here, because if you don't and you weave in after, you might weave through the little tie that we're going to add, and then you won't be able to close it. So let's go ahead, we're going to weave in our ends. That, and then just pull that tight and snip that off. All right, so now we're going to do the tie for the top of our hat, and it says to chain 100 and weave it in, but I did a chain of 76 chains and that worked fine for me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just chain 76 or 100, whatever works for you. You can take them out if you want. And let's go ahead and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will meet you here when I have my 76. All right, so I just finished my chain of 76 and I went ahead and finished it off. So what you're going to do next is you're going to want to weave this part in to the top of your hat. So let's go ahead and grab our hat, and I'm just going to start here and just weave it in and out like that. So here we go. Here's the last one, and there you go. And then I just bring these two together like that, and there you go. So you can close it like that. And I like this style because if you don't have really super bulky hair and it's a little bit thinner, this is very usable. And if you do, then you can put it to whatever size you need and then just tighten it up. All right, so now for the tassels, I already did one, which is right here. And let's see. we need 2 tassels. So what it says, for each tassel, you need to cut 14 6-inch strands. Okay, so what I did is I already cut mine. So you're going to use 12 for the tassels, and then you need 2 extra ones for tying. All right, so let's go ahead. I'll show you how to do the tassels. It's really, really easy. In the pattern, there's a link to where the website that Diana used for the tassels. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just get these strands somewhat even. It's not going to really matter because we're going to end up trimming it. So just as even as you can. And let's see. We're going to lay it out like this. Okay. One of the extra strands, we're going to go ahead, let's do this. Lay it like this. Wait, there we go. Lay it like that. Put it kind of in the middle. And then we're going to go ahead and tie it. Just like that. Do a double knot. Like so. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold it down like this. Okay, so you want it like that. The extra one, the last extra one, lay it like this. Lay your tassel here. Go about maybe half an inch. You can just eyeball it. So go down like this. Take the extra tie and then tie it like that. And do a double knot. And then what I do is I just kind of pull these down like that and get them to how I want them to look. There we go. And then this is just extra. This is just probably me being a little OCD maybe. But I grab these ties right here and I go ahead and I just do a little stitch back and forth in between, just like this. Okay, just to kind of hold it in there a little bit better. And then I go ahead and I pull it through. Oh, no, that's good. And then I take the other one, because we're going to trim this down anyways, but this just gives it a little extra security, I guess, just so your tassel isn't falling apart. So again, just a few little extra stitches. Like that. And then just go ahead and pull it through the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to trim it. And I'm just eyeballing the other one. So there. Now we're going to go ahead and attach the tassels to our little strings here. And all I did is I take these two like that and I just tie it here. Like that. And then I kind of just, since we have this extra right here, I just tie this in a knot to secure that. And you can do this however you want. Okay, now I take this like that. And then I went ahead and I put this all the way through. Bring it down to the tassel like that. and then I go ahead and trim. And this one right here, this is pretty secure like that. So I just do a few more extra stitches. Like that. Then I go up. And there you go. So there's the one. And I just repeat that for the other side. All right. So anyways, let's see. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I think it's a really, really cute beanie or messy bun. And if you have any questions, as always, leave me a comment. All the links and everything will be in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And until the next video, happy crocheting.